They say your salary is just a number. But mine felt like a ghost. Every month it appeared in my bank account, smiled at me for a few seconds, and then vanished without leaving even a footprint. It was like watching a magic trick performed by a magician I never hired. Except there was nothing magical about ending another month staring at a balance that looked like a bad joke. I started noticing it on a cold Monday morning. I opened my banking app, expecting relief, validation, maybe even pride. Instead, what I felt was fear. A silent, sharp fear. Because the number I saw didn't match the work I had done. It didn't match the hours, the stress, the early mornings or the late nights. My salary looked smaller, thinner, almost translucent. Like it was fading. At first, I blamed the bills. Then inflation. Then the economy. Then life. People love using that word. Life. It's a comfortable excuse, a soft blanket for harsh realities. But this wasn't life. This was theft. And I needed to find out who, or what, was stealing from me. So I began investigating. Every night, I sat at my desk with a cup of cheap coffee and a notebook. I felt like a detective tracking a criminal no one believed existed. But the deeper I went, the more disturbing the clues became. Because the thief wasn't outside, it wasn't the government, or the market, or my boss. The thief was me. Not the me I like to talk about. The other me. The impulsive me. The emotional me. The version of myself I pretend doesn't exist, the one that wakes up before my logic does and spends money to fill voids I don't want to face. I discovered that behavioral finance isn't just a topic. It's a mirror, and most people run from mirrors because they show too much. They show the truth. There it was. The mystery of my disappearing salary was nothing supernatural. It was far worse. It was psychological. Every decision I made was controlled by scripts written long before I ever saw a paycheck. I bought things because I deserved them, ate out because I had a hard day, subscribed to apps I forgot existed, and chased the dopamine rush of small purchases that added up to a financial suicide note. The worst part? I wasn't even conscious. My brain lied to me, whispered comforting myths. You'll start saving next month. It's just a small expense. You need this to feel better. You'll make more money later. It's normal. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. And that's why everyone stays broke. Millionaires, real ones, aren't magical creatures. They just don't let their brains run the show. They don't let impulses vote. They control the scripts instead of following them. They design habits that trap wealth instead of letting it leak through 1,000 tiny emotional holes. So I made a decision. I declared war. Not on the economy, not on the system, not on my salary. I declared war on the version of myself that was quietly destroying me. I canceled subscriptions that existed only to sedate boredom. I tracked every expense with the discipline of a scientist tracking a dangerous virus. I built habits that felt uncomfortable, like waking up early or saying no to things my emotions desperately wanted me to say yes to. I cut out the noise. I cut out the lies. And slowly, the magic trick reversed. My salary stopped disappearing. It started growing, accumulating, expanding. Not because I earned more, but because I finally understood the real mystery. You don't lose money because you are poor. You lose money because you are blind. The truth is simple but brutal. Your salary isn't disappearing. You are giving it away. Piece by piece. Moment by moment. Impulse by impulse. The day you stop making excuses, the day you confront the version of yourself that steals from your future, that's the day your finances finally break the cycle. My salary didn't just stop disappearing. It began multiplying. And the scariest part? It was never a mystery. The clues were always there. I just didn't want to see them.